For years, the iPad Pro has been Apple's most impressive tablet. Each generation brought new hardware upgrades, faster chips, brighter screens, amazing accessories. On paper, it looked unbeatable, but for many users, especially professionals, it always felt like something was missing. They had the power, but not the freedom. Reviewers, artists, developers, and everyday users all echoed the same thing. Apple had built a rocket ship, but refused to launch it. That might finally be changing with the release of the 2025 iPad Pro, powered by the brand new M5 chip. This isn't just another year of small improvements. It's a complete rethinking of the iPad's purpose. It's about finally matching power with functionality. Let's talk about why this year's iPad Pro feels different. iPad Pro's long-standing problem for a long time. The iPad Pro has been caught in the middle. Too expensive and overpowered for basic tablet users, but not flexible enough for people who wanted to use it as a laptop replacement. The hardware has been ahead of its time for years. The M1 and M2 chips brought the same kind of power found in MacBooks. It sounded great, but in reality you couldn't take full advantage of it. Multitasking was limited. File management was clunky. Apps felt like scaled-up iPhone versions, and you couldn't run the same software as on a Mac. So despite all its power, the iPad Pro never truly replaced a laptop for most people. The real change begins with the M5 chip that starts to shift with the new M5 chip. This isn't just a small bump in speed. It's a jump into a new generation of performance, built on second-generation 3nm technology. The M5 chip is faster, more efficient, and smarter than anything Apple has made before. We're not just talking about better graphics or smoother animation. The real upgrade lies in its neural engine, designed for on-device AI. This makes everything feel faster, more personalized, and more private because it doesn't need the cloud to process your data. Need to summarize a long email thread, clean up background noise in a podcast, write a smart reply to a message. It can all happen instantly and offline. This is the foundation for something bigger. Apple Intelligence. Apple Intelligence, the game changer. Apple's new AI framework, called Apple Intelligence, is deeply integrated into the iPad Pro experience. Unlike other AI tools that rely on the internet to process commands, Apple Intelligence is designed to work right on the device. That means it's faster and much more secure. You can now generate summaries of web articles, write natural replies to emails, create voice transcripts, edit photos, and more without sending anything to a server. It's built right into your apps, and the M5 chip is what makes this possible. AI isn't just a feature anymore, it's part of how the iPad works. And it's one of the biggest reasons why this iPad Pro finally feels complete. A whole new iPad OS experience, but power alone means nothing without the software to match. That's where iPadOS 26 comes in. Apple has finally done what users have been asking for. It brought true multitasking to the iPad. You're no longer stuck with split view or awkward slide-over modes. You can now open multiple apps in Windows, drag them around, overlap them, and work just like on a Mac. Want to edit a video in Final Cut, write a script in Notes, and reply to emails all at once. Now you can. This is the update that turns the iPad from a content consumption device into a serious productivity machine. Background tasks that work like a computer. One of the biggest frustrations in the past was that apps would pause or shut down when you switched away. That's no longer a problem. With iPadOS 26, background tasks are finally supported. If you're rendering a video, exporting a podcast, or running a large batch process, you can switch to another app, keep working, and your tasks will keep running. In the background, it's a simple thing, but it completely changes how you use the iPad. Now it feels like a real desktop environment. One that's flexible, fast, and multitasking friendly. A menu bar that just makes sense. Another long overdue upgrade. A real menu bar. It may sound minor, but it changes everything for pro apps. You can now access drop-down menus for saving files, exporting projects, adjusting settings, and more, just like on a Mac. No more hidden gestures or confusing UI. Everything you need is right where you expect it to be. It sounds small, but it's a major usability win, especially for users coming from laptops. File management that finally works. The Files app has also gotten a complete overhaul. For years it felt like a half-baked solution. External drives didn't work well, file operations were limited, and basic tools were missing. Now it supports column view, tagging, batch operations, compression, and even network drives. You can treat it like Finder on a Mac. For photographers, filmmakers, engineers, and anyone who handles large files, this is a huge upgrade. It means the iPad can now handle professional workflows, not just casual browsing. Artists and creators finally get their dream tablet. If you're an artist or designer, the 2025 iPad Pro might be your perfect device. The new Apple Pencil Pro brings haptic feedback, tilt controls, and a new squeeze gesture for extra precision. Combined with rumored matte displays, it feels more like drawing on paper than ever before. Apps like Procreate, Adobe Fresco, and Concepts now support these new features natively. Drawing, sketching, and painting all feel more natural and expressive. It's a digital artist's dream come true. audio pros aren't left behind for the first time. Apple is treating the iPad like a serious audio workstation with iPadOS 26. You get multi-tracked audio recording, custom audio routing, and full support for pro audio gear. Apps like Logic Pro are now fully optimized for iPad. That means musicians, podcasters, and producers can record, edit, mix, and publish all from one device. MacBook needed. Cameras and display, quiet but important. Changes. The iPad Pro isn't known for its cameras, but that might change. The new model is expected to have a landscape-oriented front camera, making video calls feel more natural. Improved sensors will also enhance AR experiences and document scanning. The display remains OLED, but with upgrades, higher brightness, variable refresh rates, and improved HDR. That's great news for video editors and content creators working with 4K and 8K footage. Wrapping up Section 1, the iPad we've been waiting for after years of potential and promise. The 2025 M5 iPad Pro finally delivers the full package. It's no longer a powerful device held back by limited software. With the M5 chip, Apple Intelligence, and a complete iPadOS redesign, the iPad Pro becomes a full-fledged productivity machine. It's more than a tablet. It's a true alternative to a laptop, and this is just the beginning. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into connectivity, accessories, pricing, and why this iPad might be the smartest investment for pros in 2025.